We live in a time of unprecedented access to information. At any moment, we can read breaking news from across the world, watch expert commentary, share ideas, or learn about events as they unfold. This access has the potential to inform, connect, and empower us, but it also creates a challenge. When information moves faster than our ability to evaluate it, confusion grows. When emotionally charged content spreads more easily than careful analysis, trust erodes. And when people no longer agree on basic facts, it becomes harder to solve shared problems. This is where media literacy matters. Media literacy is not about telling people what to think. It is about learning how information is created, shared, framed, and sometimes distorted so we can make informed judgments for ourselves. A functioning society depends on some level of shared reality. We don't need to agree on everything. Disagreement is healthy and necessary, but we do need a basic, shared understanding of evidence, facts, and good faith reasoning. Without that foundation, public conversation breaks down. Media literacy helps protect that foundation. In today's information environment, not all content is created for the same purpose. Some media exist to inform, some exist to persuade, some exist to entertain, and some exist primarily to capture attention, regardless of accuracy. Understanding these differences is essential. Many of the systems that deliver information to us are designed around engagement, not truth. Algorithms reward content that triggers strong emotional reactions, especially fear, anger, and outrage, because those emotions keep people clicking, sharing, and watching. This doesn't mean the information is always false, but it does mean that emotionally charged content deserves extra scrutiny. Media literacy helps us pause before reacting. It encourages us to ask simple but powerful questions. Who created this? Why was it created? What evidence is being presented? What might be missing? And how does this make me feel? And why? These questions slow the spread of misinformation, not through censorship, but through awareness. Another important part of media literacy is recognizing that none of us are immune to bias. Our experiences, identities, and values shape how we interpret information. We tend to accept information that confirms what we already believe, and we're more likely to question information that challenges us. This is a normal human tendency. Media literacy doesn't eliminate bias, but it helps us notice it. When we become aware of our own assumptions, we become better thinkers and better participants in public life. Media literacy also helps rebuild trust. When people understand how journalism works, how scientific evidence is evaluated, and how misinformation spreads, they're less likely to assume bad faith everywhere they look. They can distinguish between disagreement, error, and intentional deception. This makes conversations more productive and communities more resilient. In a diverse society, we need tools that help us navigate disagreement without retreating into separate realities. Media literacy offers those tools. It allows us to engage critically without becoming cynical and to remain open-minded without being naive. This series is not about memorizing rules or labeling sources as good or bad. It's about developing habits of attention, curiosity, and reflection, habits that support clearer thinking in a complex world. In the next video, we'll explore how misinformation spreads, why it's so effective, and what makes certain false ideas difficult to dislodge once they take hold. For now, the key takeaway is simple. A shared reality doesn't happen by accident. It is maintained through care, curiosity, and critical thinking. Media literacy helps make that possible.